Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Yo, what's up and welcome to another episode of Unnamed Sports Show right here on Guerilla Cross Radio, special Friday edition, because the NBA Finals just ended and we have way too much to talk about. Our chat group was blowing up, so we wanted to actually talk about it in real life because we're friends. And so we don't care if you watch, we don't care if you share. We just wanted to talk ourselves. So we are here live right here. Actually, we do. If you can share,
we definitely do.
We'll take
Listen, we love you guys. I was joking.
Yeah.
Call in 702-608-3259.
It's all
and
about
please
you.
share the live Facebook video feed if you're watching on Facebook Live. If you're listening to the podcast, then we appreciate it. Download that Guerilla Cross app. It's free. I'm your host, Quan59. I got my man, Cream O'Doul's Jabbar in the building. What's good?
What's up?
Good seeing you on a Friday, bro.
Yeah, feels good on a Friday. A little refreshing. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff, man. Yesterday was a boiling point type of day, wasn't it?
So much happened, man. There's so much to unpack with everything.
This entire series, man. It was really like a different story.
Yeah.
Every game. It's crazy.
Definitely. My man, hecka early, Josh Williams. We told him 3 o'clock. He showed up at 2:01.
3? Now it turned to 3?
Nah, he told us 3.
Oh,
Look at the chat group.
He told us 3. He was like,
2
yeah.
o'clock. 2 o'clock, and I said that I might be a little behind.
He said he will be behind.
And I got here at
A little behind.
1:55.
Unlike Juan's pizza lady, a little behind.
Oh.
What's the problem?
Shout out
Joe's
to
New York.
Joe's New York
Joe's
Pizza.
New York.
What
And you're
happens
hiring
off
of
air,
staff.
Cream talks about on air.
Gotta be careful.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
that could have been anybody from any time.
Listen,
It could be any Joe's Pizza.
Dry snitch.
injuries happened. Does that change free agency? There's a new NBA champion. There's a new country that's a champion. Where's Kawhi going to go from here?
Staying.
When is this Lakers? This dude with teases is horrible, and that's why you'll never be on ESPN.
Hey, listen. They come calling. They just need to know what they're getting.
Be like, that's the guy that can't keep a secret.
Need
Can't
to know
keep a secret. I
No
know.
commercials.
That's right.
Then meanwhile, after the break, we'll discuss where Kawhi is going. Let me tell you now.
No, we're not. we're not paying anyone.
Advertisers just dropping off everywhere.
Either we're gonna get it now or we're not gonna get it at all.
Listen, if you want to call in, we want to hear from you because we are excited about today's show. Hit us up, 702-608-3259. And in honor of NBA Finals wrapping up, Josh wore a soccer shirt.
Yeah.
It's time. I turned the page quickly. I turned the page.
Well, no, you don't, because
What?
What's happening?
The roof thing. The roof thing.
You're going back into
The roof.
into real life. That's real life.
off air.
That's real life.
Back into
That's
real life.
That's real life. That's real life.
Off air
Real
show.
life. He's shooting below the belt.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Anita working today. We got Anita. Quan got his baker for that pizza.
Oh my.
We out here.
I need a baker.
Hey.
So if anybody knows a baker out there,
he needs one.
yeah, I need one. All right, I don't know where to start. Masai Ujiri, we'll start there, is beating up deputies in Oakland.
Is he though?
Probably not. Listen, if you don't know who the GM/president of the Raptors is, and you're working there, you know that they're going to want to rush the court, right? When they win the NBA championship with the team you put together.
I wonder what the difference with him and the other guys in suits were.
His suit was
Well, outside,
he's black.
outside of his hair glistening like Prince.
Oh yeah, no, he.
Did
let
anyone
the
else
soul
catch
glow.
that?
No, he looked like he looked like Daryl's mom from
Wow.
from Coming to America. Where'd you get off the leather couch?
On the
Just
couch.
It was glistening.
No one was giving me the love when I made the reference.
all over his. Well, I ain't gonna say that part. That's a little too much, but that's the way it was glistening.
Oh no!
Wow.
You had that good hair.
That good hair
that laid over your right
and the
eye.
swim shorts. Just no. Let me tell you something. We collectively, this entire station watches way too much Martin. Let's get that out of the way right now.
Seriously,
Like,
that's
I watch
hey.
marathons every day. It's
Oh
not just
my
Every day.
I'm like Kawhi. You know, that's what one of Kawhi's things. When he was in college. He watched Martin and played basketball. That was it. And played video games.
Huh.
So if you wanted to get on the video game, you had to stop him from watching Martin. So in order to do that, you had to score 2 buckets in a row. You had to score 2 buckets in a row on him.
Dang,
Yeah.
it's kind of
People
So
are just
what,
like,
what do you guys
oh.
think about this? You know,
Masai.
yeah.
I mean, listen, like you said, if it was based on him rushing the court, he's a part of the organization.
They said they're very strict with their media, you know, like a certain media pass for when you are coming on the court. They said they asked him. This is what they said. We don't know any video. We haven't seen any video
I've
yet
seen video.
of the aftermath. We haven't seen
Yeah.
him trying to get on the court.
Not the video of him cracking somebody in the face. Like, it's my team.
So what I'm being told is you know, they asked for
Your
his
sources.
media credentials and well, yeah.
Well, let me ask you this.
And they asked for the media credentials and he didn't have them on it, but
He's Masai.
you should already know who he is.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they don't care who he is. They care what he is. But he had his credentials. This isn't the first court Masai's going on. He knows he has to have his credentials. Of course he has credentials. He knows what's up.
We don't bring him though. I'll say that.
What's that? No, but you can legit see in the video and on the pictures he has his credentials in his hand.
Oh, okay.
did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
I didn't know that.
okay.
so the guy, the officer says he wasn't showing it clearly.
Oh, so he didn't do this to
It was in
him.
his hand the
Oh,
entire
come on,
time.
man.
It was in his hand the
That's
entire
weird.
time. We may not have seen the actual video. We only saw the aftermath. But what we have seen is aftermath of every other video ever when anybody does anything that remotely looks
Yeah.
like they touched a cop.
Aggressive.
Do you see what do other cops do when that happens?
They get aggressive.
They get right up there, right?
Yeah.
See any other cop in that video?
No.
I didn't even see the
Did,
video
did,
yet.
did any cop think that he was in danger? The other cop was in danger because nobody else showed up.
Yeah, no, that's true.
There was other people. The good news is there was 18,000 people there.
Yeah.
So at least
There got to be
at least 5,000
there
people
got to be
saw
some
it.
camera somewhere.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna come out. But
I think it's
find it hard to believe.
non-issue.
I find it hard to believe that it's a non-issue, depending on what side you're on. Yeah, I can guarantee you.
Well, I don't
can
think he's getting
guarantee
in
you this
trouble
other
for it.
side is going to push it. I find it really hard to believe that Masai Ujiri just won the NBA Finals as running around pushing and punching cops in celebration.
I'm king of the world now.
King of the world.
Listen,
what
maybe-
you gonna do, copper?
And if that's the way he wanted to celebrate, big ups to him because
I mean, you know
that's
what?
kind of
Hey,
a dope way to
hey,
celebrate.
you know what?
Like,
That's-
look,
that's
if
your
I win
moment.
this thing, I'm punching a cop.
That's your moment. That was
That's
your
true.
moment to do it.
Yeah, that would be the
It was
time.
an accident. I was
I was
caught up in the moment.
I was just trying to get on the court.
I'll
Sorry,
try-
sorry, officer.
Trying to get on the court. Yep.
But I really think it's going to be a non-issue as far as any, like, he's not going to really get in trouble. They might have to pay a fine. He might have to apologize and take a picture with the deputy.
He had to
but-
apologize for nothing.
I
He lives in Canada. He don't even go here.
well, he does for now. We'll talk about that a little bit
Oh,
later.
that's coming.
Oh, I was gonna give it away. Never mind.
Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. It took him a
Mhm.
minute.
It did.
That's what's on his.
That's-
He's slowing down
That's
a
what's
little
on
bit.
Quan's Pizza.
That's not one of my favorites of theirs.
No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, no.
No, come on.
Under the bridge.
Oh, slit.
There's a lot of good Chili Pepper songs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So we're going to move on to the actual game, not practice.
game.
Game.
There's no more practice.
No more practice.
No more practice.
And there should have been more practice.
Unless
for
you're
some
Clay and
players,
KD, you're gonna be
you're not practicing for a year.
practicing long. Yeah.
You'll be practicing walking
Yeah.
again.
You'll be practicing in a
Wow.
pool.
All right, so the Raptors, listen, man, this is dope. No matter who was injured, no matter what happened, they still had to take care of business. The Toronto Raptors are the 2019 NBA champions. We actually got a phone caller right now. I think it said from Canada. So, yo, we got you on the line.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, man. How you
Oh,
doing? How
that-
excited are you out there in Canada?
That guy's definitely
Toronto
Canadian.
Raptors won the NBA championship. How you feeling?
We're feeling great, man. It's the whole country's fired up.
Yeah, are you guys riding out there? Or are you guys too nice for that?
We rock Canada style, where we all just apologize and move on.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, I took over your car.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Sorry.
You guys are gonna be naming a bunch of Hortons after Kawhi Leonard and
Kawhi Horton.
naming a donut after him or something, man. You guys deserve it, man.
Yeah, you're gonna drive through.
That's a whole country, man. It
It's-
looked wild out there last night.
Yeah, it was crazy. I wish we could have done it at home. That would have been even better. But get it done no matter what. It's huge for basketball in this country. I mean, it was invented by a Canadian, and the first NBA game was played in Toronto, and now
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally got a title.
Huskies.
Good.
Yep,
Dr.
yep.
James Naismith was Canadian.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, and you guys could have won it at home, but, Kyle Lowry was missing shots and stuff like that. But,
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's NBA champion Kyle Lowry. You got to say it
hey,
right now.
listen, he played great last night. He played great last
And
night.
the night
He played.
So what's the atmosphere like out there? How do you guys feel about this? And do you think this is going to help Toronto and just Canada in general become more of an NBA market and city the way it is with hockey?
I think it will, for sure. I mean, when we had Vince Carter back in the day, that brought a lot of guys like Wiggins and those guys. That's where they started playing basketball was DC, and now with Kawhi and winning the title, you're going to see a lot more Canadians playing ball, and we'll be all over this place.
Yeah, and I mean, we've had some all-stars from Canada, Wiggins, Anthony Bennett,
Steve Nash.
Two-time
He's
the one.
MVP.
Steve Nash
That's
is the
that one. That's the one. Yeah, I can't believe no one brought her up there. I'm like,
Tristan Thompson.
Yeah,
NBA champion Tristan Thompson.
well, that's superstar Tristan Thompson to you.
Yeah,
He's a bigger TV star than all those other
Seriously,
guys.
Tristan Thompson, he's out here dating Kardashians.
And friends.
And pregnant
and
too.
friends.
and friends of the program.
and friends of the program.
So I have a question. So, I know it's really early. I don't want to put the wet blanket on it already, but so how would you guys feel if this is the end of it? If Majuri leaves, if Kawhi leaves, is there going to be any anger, or is it going to be?
Or is Kawhi a god forever
Yeah,
out there?
yeah, exactly.
No matter what happens.
I think he's earned that status. I mean, he didn't owe us anything. He came here. He didn't want to be here. He wanted to come play ball. He wanted to win. He won. What happens from here is up to him. I mean, it's cold here. I can see why he doesn't want to stay. But he's cemented himself as the hero here, and Jerry as well. Like I heard that's the first thing I when we won. I flipped through Instagram. The first 3-4 slides first 3 posts were Raptors champs. The fourth one was Jerry's leaving. I'm like,
I know.
And it's whack because that did come out like 3.5
Yeah,
minutes after.
I'm like, damn, Woj.
Shame on the Wizards.
It's not even summer yet, Woj.
Shame on the Wizards.
It's not even 9 o'clock,
It's not-
Woj. I mean,
Hey, Woj stays on.
And they're
it.
still finishing their poutine, Woj.
And caller, what's your name? We didn't get your name when you first came on. air.
Wade.
Oh, okay.
wait. Like Dwayne Wade?
Is this Dwayne Wade?
Is this
Like
Dwayne Wade?
Flash. Yeah, it's Canadian Dwayne Wade.
That's right.
All right, what are you going to remember most about this season as a Raptors fan?
The buzzer beater game 7 against Philly was huge,
That's what I thought it
especially
was.
since it was against Philly. That's where Carter couldn't get it done, and then just the taking down the Warriors. I mean, was a depleted Warriors team by the end, but finally getting that title and finally, I mean, we didn't have to get LeBron, which is, I don't know, bittersweet, I guess, but finally getting that title is going to be huge for all of Canada.
Yeah. And I heard they might actually give LeBron a ring for leaving the East.
For leaving the East. That's funny.
So
Leaving the East, yeah.
Even today, huh? Still talking about LeBron, huh? Even
Yep.
today. Okay.
Pulling out my inner Andre Bailey. Pulling out my videotapes.
Dang.
All right, Wade, any last thoughts on the Raptors and what do you expect for them moving forward? Do you expect Kawhi to stay, or do you think he's going to leave?
I don't know. If there's a chance to stay, winning the title is going to make it happen. But I didn't think he was going to from day one, and I don't know that I think he will now. But it was a good ride while it lasted. I think made some good moves, and I think we'll just enjoy this one and see what happens after that.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we appreciate the call, man, and congrats to you and everybody out there in Toronto.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Wade.
You're welcome,
Be
mate.
safe, brother.
Yo, if you guys want to call in, hit us up 702-608-3259. Give us your thoughts. Will Kawhi Leonard stay? Will he go? He played great. It was, he's a great basketball player. For him to sit out a year, all the drama he went through in San Antonio, the trade last summer, the drama with all that, the fact that, the rumors were he wanted to go to L.A., whether it be the Clippers or the Lakers.
Yeah.
He didn't care.
And San Antonio's like, look, we're shipping you out of the country.
You're out of the country.
And for him to, go through all that, go through all the hate from his own teammates in San Antonio, saying, oh, he's not really hurt. And we saw, what kind of happened when teammates in Golden State were like, we don't know if KD's really hurt. We don't know why he didn't play game 4.
Hell,
and then
Kawhi
what
was getting
happens?
hurt.
Now we see.
And then what happens is he comes back because he might have felt that pressure that Kawhi could have felt, and he hurt himself again. And he's out for a year now. So I think it's smart, and you've talked about this with Grant Hill in Detroit. Team doctors
Jalen Rose
do not
actually
care.
said the exact same thing I was saying yesterday, and I was so amped up because I was telling everybody. No, just basically that wherever KD goes next year, it is basically the exact same situation as Grant had with leaving the Pistons. So whether it was because before it was KD and Kawhi or KD and Kyrie. All K's. I didn't pay attention to that, but they're all like they were gonna.
You never.
No. I just hadn't paid like in each
KD,
of those
Kawhi,
situations.
and Kyrie?
Yeah, in those situations.
And Kemba.
And Kemba. Yeah,
okay.
you're right.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't talk about that
lot.
earlier.
That's a lot of K names.
So there's 4 Ks. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
that's a lot.
If there's only 3 Ks.
Anyway, so but basically, whoever goes to that situation, they're essentially Tracy McGrady. They're gonna have to carry that team for at least a year and hope that you come back and you're what you say you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so it's an interesting dynamic, and it's a very interesting situation. I know we haven't started getting into the free agency side.
But Kawhi went through all that to win a championship.
Yeah.
I mean,
You did. I'll say
we knew Toronto was going to be good. We knew they were going to be. You went from having the best record in the East and being one of the best teams in the East to now getting one of the best players. We didn't know how he was going to return. Is he going to be the same? He was. He is.
Mhm.
And it showed. And good coaching too.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a good squad. I really do
it was a
hope
really good
Kawhi
team.
stays, but I don't think he will.
I don't think he
Go
will.
ahead,
I will say this. One, I miss having that type of joy in my voice when my team won a championship. It's been that long.
Yeah.
You can just hear the second he called.
Yeah.
Like,
When's the last
I know
time?
you know. Like,
When's the last time one of your teams has won?
90.
pro team
Yeah.
was 95. College
No,
was
it is 95.
yeah. College was the Braves 95. College was Florida State 2013, but it's just not the same.
Bra-
It's not,
Braves-
it's not the
Braves
same because
was-
I didn't go to Florida State. You know what I mean?
Braves
It's just-
was 96.
No, don't worry about 96. And they lost to the Yankees in 96. Yeah. 94 was a strike. 95 is when we won it. And 96 we lost to the Yankees.
And then 95, the Rockets also won.
I was not a Rockets fan.
Yeah, he
then.
wasn't.
Please keep killing these scabs. I was a Phoenix fan then. The Rockets were busy beating Phoenix.
So he jumped
for the second year in a row.
So he pulled a Kevin Durant and joined the Rockets.
Charles Barkley left. I left. that's number one. Number two.
You're a Barkley fan.
I was a Barkley fan.
Is that how you got to the Rockets?
That's how I got to the Rockets.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Yep.
Okay. And then you retired there, and you was like, well, I guess
I'm already here.
This
Steve Francis guy can kind of dribble.
Tino Mobley.
Well, yeah.
Abraham took us here. We're just going to stop.
Moochie Wallace.
No, Moochie Norris.
Moochie Norris.
Moochie's in my phone. That's my guy.
Who's the white guy? Matthew.
Matt Bullard.
Matt Bullard, yeah.
No, the other white guy, the point guard.
He's my coach, you fool.
Matthew. It starts with an M, I think.
Matt
Mahoney.
Matt Mahoney. And there was one more, too. There was one more right before him.
Scott Brooks. And speaking of Scott Brooks, we got Dave Nobles on the line. What's good, Dave?
Oh, introducing the speaking of Scott Brooks, that's disgusting.
The only way we can introduce
And I want you guys to know, you're talking about all the Ks in free agency. Klay Thompson's also a free agent.
Dang, that's 5.
Wow.
That's a lot of Klay names.
5K.
That's a lot of K names.
5K.
Yeah, which he cannot run right now.
Oh,
I will say one more. One more thing before you go, Dave. We were talking about the
before you go. He just got here.
Well, yeah. Well, he cut me up with this phone call. I told him to come get vodka. Anyway, well, we're talking about how Kawhi said no to the pressure. That's not 100% true. Kawhi actually did come back for 9 games. Kawhi said yes to the pressure. Kawhi gave in to the pressure. Kawhi did come back.
Came back and was like,
nope,
not
lucky.
Right.
He got lucky that it wasn't something as sensitive as. So I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes in life, man, or in sports, these things are, as I say, it's a game of inches. Things are about luck, and his injury just had to be different. He played 9 games like this ain't right, and he was out. KD got a quarter and a half. Maybe if he'd gotten that many games, he'd have been like, nah, bro. Who knows? We'll never know. All right, Death Star, you won't.
Yeah, you can't go back on those. But, I mean, most players, I think, would try to play. Kawhi decided not to, but realistically, they have all the power in the situation these days, so it's their choice to make. I mean, if you can take the hits that you're going to take, but I mean, if you're a good enough player, it doesn't matter. You're going to get your money.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
I don't.
KD's going to get his money.
You shouldn't feel forced to do anything. It's especially in basketball. You have all the agency in the world. You control your destiny more than any other sport, because there's only a few guys that can truly impact the team enough to win a title. Because, I mean, that's a well put together team, but I mean, you need someone of Kawhi Leonard's caliber to make that work.
Especially if you know you're leaving anyway.
He's overrated.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing.
Who feels he's overrated?
Nobody of importance.
No, nothing. That's not.
That's people on Facebook.
Still, just the fact that there's people out there saying that.
There's always going to be
ridiculous.
Dave, you know that.
There's people that will say that about Michael Jordan because they need clicks on Facebook when they wake up in the morning.
Yeah, there are people who will say, "Oh, he played against plumbers." Bro, you can't score on Dan Marley right now. Stop it.
Oh no,
you can't score on a tractor trailer.
Right. Well, nope.
That's
horrible. No, I didn't. No,
that's poor taste.
That's not where I saw that.
Poor taste.
On him.
Look
yes.
at this guy. Look at Josh's face. I don't get it, Josh.
Define on him like.
I mean, I would think he'd be pretty easy to score on right now.
Oh, I mean,
and then Dave just doubles down. You guys are horrible. He's like, you're a horrible person. You laughed. I'm like, you only brought me to the water. I'm gonna take a drink.
He's terrible lateral movement. Listen, Tractor got him there, and Tractor's what? Put him down.
Tractor's gonna keep him down.
Wow. Okay, this.
Okay, you know what?
I blame you. I blame it's.
This was going
sponsored
so well.
Sponsored by.
This is going so well.
Let's see who's the mortician here in town. I got nothing.
All right, Dave. What's your thoughts? Dave, what's your thoughts on everybody? And I want to get everyone's opinion of this. With the Warrior fans saying, "Well, we were hurt," knowing that in 2015 they did not give any credit to Cleveland for being hurt for their win. The team still has to win, though.
It's a natural reaction. I mean,
They were very hurt.
They were extremely.
They were very hurt.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. That was
And
crazy.
like, but at
It looked
least
like the
too,
DC
Kyrie,
sniper.
At least Kyrie, you knew he was gonna come back. Like KD and Clay is like, no, they done. Like Kyrie was still close, if you remember right. He was
wait, in
wait.
15 he broke
15
his,
he
broke his knee in game
his
one.
kneecap game one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he was done.
Yeah. And
Kevin Love got
Love
his shoulder
was
ripped out.
friggin'
Kelly Olynyk tore him in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He Thanos snapped him.
but I honestly think that if you look at it, it depends on what side of the argument you're on. If you're a Golden State fan, you're going to point to the injuries. If you're a Toronto fan or anybody that hates Golden State, you're going to say, well, other teams had injuries. I mean, it's all just a matter of perspective. I mean, injuries are a valid excuse in this case, I would say, because I mean, you could certainly say that Klay Thompson played that whole game.
Yeah.
We're probably seeing the game on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't think it's every Golden State fan. No,
it's not every. It's a lot.
There's a lot of Golden State fanboys who just, they might have kind of liked them in passing before, and all of a sudden they know the ins and outs of Monte Ellis's contract in 2014. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like, but the ones who we actually respect, they know. They're like, hey, you know what? It happens.
Yeah.
We fought, and you don't win them all.
And we've talked about it before, and I even talked about it, and this is why I picked Golden State not to win this year at the beginning of the year, is I said that it's eventually going to catch up to them, that they're going through all these years without getting major injuries. And it had went through so many other playoff series where the best player on those teams were hurt. And I said that it could easily catch up to them, one of these days. And when you're playing, listen, when you're a team playing 5 years in a row into the middle of June, that's a lot of extra work
20
that you're
extra
putting
games
in.
every year.
That's a lot, and it's going to catch up to
Well,
you.
And going through the West. And it wasn't like they were LeBroning and going through the East to just happen upon the finals.
Well, he did it 8 times. But
No, he did it.
Yeah, you
he
can't
did,
really
he did
run
it 9.
in a row
It's
for that.
3 and 6.
No, 8 in a row.
Oh, thank you for clarifying. Who are we talking about again?
Again, sorry,
You
that's on me.
you guys.
Yeah,
I apologize.
He looms over everything, doesn't he?
He doesn't have to. We can.
He doesn't have
we
to.
can stop this cycle right now.
We can
We
shut
have
it
our
down.
chance right here.
You're right. That was all me.
I'm all for it, but I mean,
apologize.
We do have to start thinking about free agency, though, because I mean,
Yeah, we're
now,
gonna talk about it for the next 4 months. Can we get 2 weeks?
No,
Well, I mean, free agency is in 2 weeks.
So
I'm saying. I almost said his name.
LeBron
I said we're
James?
going to be talking about LeBron James for
the next year.
Well, yeah. Can we get 2 weeks?
This time next year, we're going to be like, can LeBron and AD repeat next year?
Repeat
stop
second round exit.
All right.
Oh my lord! I'm just saying, when you think about it, you don't have to talk about him. There's free agency to talk about everybody else. He's not going anywhere.
So much to talk about.
Dave, what do you think? What do you think these injuries do to the landscape of free agency this summer?
And do you offer KD a max as Golden State, knowing that that's going to strap you down, and him and Clay are going to miss a full year, and now you're just going to be strapped, knowing you can't really sign anyone else?
You have to.
They print money, and they could coast off of goodwill. They got rings, and when they come back healthy, that's a contender. So why wouldn't you offer him the max? Clay's staying anyway. I would be
Clay's
shocked
staying,
to see Clay leave.
And
Michael Thompson already said that Clay's staying.
Well, and that's my biggest problem, especially with Clay, because all of us, we've all said this the whole year, like, Clay ain't going nowhere. All the pundits say Clay ain't going nowhere, and Clay could have just resigned and said, hey, you all know I'm not going anywhere. I know I'm not going anywhere. Go ahead and let's resign, and I'll start getting that money next year.
But we don't know.
He could do that.
We don't know that he knows that. This is our speculation.
The contract didn't allow that yet.
If he knew that, no, he could have resigned last summer, Dave.
But if you tell them,
but
if you tell the
that's
team,
not a way to maximize your money.
right? If you tell the team, I'm coming back,
Well,
they're gonna say, fine.
So
Would you mind taking a pay cut?
Well, here, this is my whole thing with basically all these injuries, because there's been a rash of injuries over the last month that have completely changed really everything. And like I said in the group, I feel the NBA and the owners benefit the most from this, because for the last, if you really think about it, Kobe was probably the last star that got hurt. Like, not like, oh, I'm going to be okay. I just need an off-season surgery, but I'll be back next year or whatever. Like, hurt and I'm shutting it down for a year. No star has really had that.
Yeah.
Like Derrick Rose.
Cousins.
Yeah, but he was still, but remember, he didn't have that going into a contract
Let me say
situation.
something. Kobe did, but he did. DeMarcus Cousins was going to the contract.
Well, no.
And Kobe
no,
would
you're right.
never say you shut it down for a year. That was the big thing with Kobe. He was like, oh, I'll be back soon. He came back like in 7 months. He came out looking like...
and then snapped his kneecap.
He came out looking like after watching Wizards Jordan. It was not good.
No, he broke his knee after that too.
It was bad. But I say all that to say the NBA now basically is in a position where the players had been running the roost for a while. And I think now players are going to, if they know that they want to stay, or even if they want to leave, they'll start forcing their way out earlier, like Anthony Davis is. They'll start doing things earlier to get where they want to be to re-sign, because when you keep playing these games of betting that you're going to be healthy, LeBron bet he was going to be healthy all the time, and he was able to do it. Whereas if you bet you're going to be healthy, you end up like, for instance, Kevin Durant, like people are talking about Kevin Durant might opt in.
But he'll still
he's
going to get a max.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but the simple fact that that's even under consideration is saying a lot.
Here's
always there.
Here's the thing with Kevin Durant. He is going to get a max anyways. If that's him going to New York and getting the max, or if that's him staying in Golden State, he's getting a max. But you're right. Not all players can do that. Kevin Durant can do that. That's why for players of that stature, they could do the 1-and-1 contracts
and keep doing it.
The thing is, though, it's not new. It's not new. Carmelo did this 2010. You know what I mean? Carmelo did this.
I think the 1-and-1.
Paul George just got done doing this.
Let Dave. Go ahead, Dave.
I was just saying, I think this probably dealt a big blow to the 1-and-1 type contracts, because yes, Kevin Durant will probably still get a max, but even LeBron didn't do a 1-and-1 this time. Plus,
not this last time, because he knew he was.
But that was his age too.
Yeah, he knew he was at that age now where you can't keep betting on. I'm gonna be healthy every offseason.
But who's doing 1-on-1s that aren't superstars? You listen to the names we just said, LeBron and KD.
No, but
who's doing these 1-on-1s?
Well, no, but a lot of these
are going to tell them, okay, well, bye, go somewhere else.
Well, no, but see, a lot of these guys are doing all those opt-ins and opt-outs and all that stuff. I think some of that stuff might start to go away based on, like, I don't know if I want to be trying to play that game.
Well, if it's a player opt-in or opt-out, that's smart, because that's your choice. If you,
it's going to change soon
opt-out.
Anyway. But there's going to be a labor thing soon anyway. Because the Supermax, this is why I don't
think it's in 2 more years.
This is why I don't think it's really going to change anything, because especially with like we're talking about Clay. Why would you give him? Why would you offer him the? Because the max doesn't matter. If they want to leave, they're leaving. They're all rich. Max means nothing. So if you can offer him 5 years, $240 million. If he wants to go, he's going. So you just offer to him because that's just kind of a formality.
That's par for the course.
Formality. It's what you have to do.
Yeah.
But if he's ready to go, he's out. He knows what he already knew what they're going to offer him, and they probably have an idea if he's.
Yeah, it's not like the offer's a surprise. Like, oh, really? Like you know what they can offer.
Well, is that a feather pen?
This is as much as you can offer.
Where do I sign?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys are so nice to me.
No, but do you see what I'm saying though? Like, if you had the opportunity to make that, and you know that that's there, and then all of a sudden you get hurt and you snap your knee, and now. It like just look at a lot of these guys that have had those opportunities at contracts. DeMarcus, like we just said, everything goes away. Like his money is irreparably harmed by not signing.
But that got harmed by himself. He got offered $20 million a year
and didn't take it.
He took 5. Kobe tore his Achilles, and he was 400 years old. Kobe might as well have been Toby, and he signed for 20. He signed for $24 million. That's how old he was.
Toby Daly.
Toby, not Daly. Hey.
Oh,
but yeah, it's true. I think DeMarcus Cousins' money has really been screwed up.
It is now.
You're right,
because he's got 2 flat tires.
Yeah. And no spare.
no spare change after that pay cut he took.
All right, Dave. I'm not sure if we asked you this. I might have already. Does Kawhi stay or go?
He's gone.
Dang, everybody thinks he's gone.
Well, here's the thing. I think he was always going.
I want money from everybody.
I mean, if you're Toronto, this was worth it.
Yeah.
It was flat out worth it. It's well known he doesn't love the cold. Toronto can be chilly.
No, it's beyond chilly.
Karate style.
I still think he's like I said. You have to factor in the taxation and stuff like that up there. Nobody likes that. I think he's still a Clipper. And you know what? I was talking to my friend's girl who's from Toronto, and she's like, everybody up there is all kind of like, you know what? Brings a title. We honestly can't be mad.
The fans up there are they're definitely.
He'll have a statue in front of whatever Air Canada's called right now.
Scotiabank.
Scotia. That's such a Canadian name. Scotia.
It's Scotiabank.
How much poutine do you want? Just a Scotia.
Just a Scotia.
How much gravy do you want on your poutine?
But especially after the game, they're interviewing him, and he's saying what I did for them. And I'm like, and then he's like, I mean, us. It's like, you're already gone.
Yeah, when he left his trophy on the podium, he tried to give it to Kyle Lowry, like, come on, buddy, this is really yours. Take it.
He's staying.
Well, just remember, I think if Philly had a different coach, they might be champions right now. If injury broke the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Golden
Kawhi
State would have beat the brakes off of Philly.
If Kawhi missed, I mean, you can say that, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't see what's so different about Philly from
Smarts.
From Toronto.
Smarts and bench.
Well,
listen,
those two things.
Kawhi Leonard hit a game-winning 3 in Game 7 for Philly not to advance.
No,
you're right.
Kawhi missed it 4 times. He made it once. That thing hit the rim like 4 times. He missed that shot 4 times.
Went to the other side of the rim.
Yeah, and then it went in.
Came back. And then
While we're talking about smarts.
And their 1 3-point shot from Ben Simmons from advancing.
While we're talking about smarts, can anybody, I mean, why is Golden State still running that pick and roll last night? You got one player, you don't want him double teamed, pick and roll the whole time.
Put him right into the double
especially
team.
with guys who aren't a threat.
Yeah, get him out the way, let him go one-on-one. You ain't got no other chance.
It's true.
But whatever. It's over done with.
It was
when everyone's dead, though. It's I mean,
what are
you gonna do?
Yeah, you just go into your old habits.
We're trying as hard as possible.
I'm sure Steve Kerr didn't call the pick and roll from the sideline. You know what I mean? They just automatic stuff.
The simple fact that they were not able to execute anything against that box and one was just tragic to me.
That was crazy.
I was like, bro, can someone else help Steph? Help him maybe a little bit.
And that's the thing, man.
But who was that person going to be?
Nobody. There's Quinn Cook.
Anybody.
Nobody could. Everyone else was afraid to shoot.
That's what but you see what I'm saying? You're an NBA player, bro, you're getting butt naked looks and you're not taking them. And I don't know what to tell you.
And then Iggy finally started making jumpers and his free throw showed up again.
Oh God.
I don't understand.
They missed at least.
Oh, but he's a Hall of Famer, remember?
Please don't make me kill myself on live radio.
There we go.
Wow. Kids, please do not take that to heart. Don't do that at home.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that ever.
Or anywhere else.
All right, so Golden State is going to look
guys.
way different next year. Obviously, 2 players are out probably for the whole season. They should sit out for the whole season.
It'd be smart.
I think Clay might end up coming back in March before the playoffs.
I hope not.
I think KD will be out the year.
He's a hooper, man.
I mean, he ran out jumping
He
up
tried to
on
come
his,
back 2 minutes after. He's like, I
just need 2 minutes to rest.
Yeah.
Just give me 2 minutes to rest.
He will forever be a straight gangster in my mind, man.
I think Iguodala retires. I think Livingston retires. I'm not sure if they want to re-sign Cousins. I don't think they
want Cousins.
I don't know if they want Livingston. I don't know if they can.
I don't think they can.
And
they can only give him 10% more.
Livingston will
retire.
Livingston's
got to go. It doesn't
down.
matter. They're going to be done with him. It's cold hard math, man.
So what do you guys see? And Dave, we'll start with you first. What do you guys see Golden State doing next year as far as, in the playoff standings? Because really it's Draymond Green and Steph Curry and who else?
Steve Hollywood Huff.
I think they're still a playoff team. I know that might sound crazy at this point when you look at the
they're still a
roster,
playoff
but we don't
team.
know.
They'll be all right.
We don't know how that
West.
roster is going to get filled out.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they're they're not at the top of the playoffs. I think they're definitely starting off on the road.
6.
But I mean,
6, 7, 8,
who knows if you can get back a healthy Clay. Nobody wants to see that team.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Exactly. I don't know if I'd call him. Actually, I know I would not call him playoff team today. But it's Golden State, man. It's a new arena. they're going to get some mid-level guys that are going to be able to help out. I think it's going to be. I think they'll be okay. They'll be able to tread water. Just get some guys who can make some shots.
Yeah,
and they're good. The whole thing flows off Steph anyway.
Yeah,
and Clay too, obviously, but he's not going to be there. But the whole thing just flows, and I mean,
my thing.
They got David West for a postage stamp and
made it work.
One of Quan's slices.
But I don't think you're getting those players coming there now with people hurt. Not this year. I don't think so.
Well,
there's too many other teams.
Why would they come on more looks?
Because there's too many other teams out there that are going to have a better chance of winning next year.
Sure.
That those type of players, they want to win rings.
Well,
they're not going to Golden State to win a ring this year.
I don't think.
Again, it depends on can they resign Clay and KD.
Well, see, I don't think that they actually want to go after those players. They need to get younger. Their core is getting not older.
It's crazy how fast that happens, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
when this first started, we talked about how young they are.
But it's been 5 years.
It's been 5 years. But they're not just like getting old. They're ancient, like Iggy and Livingston.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember him never missing a mid-range shot.
And now I don't now. I think he hit one yesterday, and it rattled. It was like
they all rattled.
Okay, thank you. Please
fine, I'll go in.
Like, geez, seriously. But I think I think their main thing is they got to get younger. They definitely have to get younger. They need to keep drafting well. And yeah, I think they're still a 5-6 seed.
I remember before the year started, I don't know if it was this year or the year before, there was somebody asked something on I think it was Twitter or something. They asked who's going to be Golden State's biggest rival over the next 5 years. I said Golden State's biggest rival in the next 5 years is it's going to be 5 years.
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest rival.
Yeah.
5 years came up real quick.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Well, people have to be crazy to not see that coming. I mean, just time in and of itself is just
is undefeated.
Cool. I mean,
it's undefeated.
Well, we've seen that with all these teams that everyone's like they could win the next 8 years. It's like, no, you can't.
No, this
with
ain't
free
the Celtics.
agency, with age,
with hate,
and with the fact that
with short-term contracts,
with the fact you have to play so long. You know what I'm saying? You're playing so many games that it's hard to maintain that forever. They thought Shaq and Kobe were going to win 7 in a row. It's like they did 3, which Golden State didn't do.
Which is amazing.
Which was amazing, you know? Even Miami, 5, 6, 7. It's like,
y'all got 2.
By year 3,
y'all got
Wade
2
and
lost
Bosh
2.
were breaking down. Well, Wade was definitely breaking down.
Yeah.
Wade was broken.
Wade was breaking down. Shane Battier was breaking down. He didn't even stand in the corner.
Yeah.
He was breaking down.
And then Bosh
And
was
take
like, what
charges.
the blood clot?
What?
Oh.
Nick Nurse.
That hurt Dave. I think Dave just hurt.
He said,
Nah, that's not good.
I like the fact of the slight delay.
You were so disappointed in him.
No.
You're like, not today.
That's like something from me. But I mean, you just look. I mean, who knows though? Because once again, when you look at this team, Durant, Thompson healthy, they win the title this year. Toronto wasn't killing them with all these injuries necessarily. I mean, you had a healthy Kevin Durant, and that's 3 titles in a row. I have no doubt in my mind.
I think
if he
either
comes
one of
back,
them-
if he came back, they weren't losing that series.
I think if Clay stays healthy every single game, they might still pull this out. If it's just Clay and Steph, I think they still pull it out.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
It'll be a struggle.
Yeah, it was gonna be a fight.
They definitely weren't gonna make it to
the
the postseason. They weren't gonna make it to the postseason healthy next year, because this would have been taxing. But
it would have been Rocky and Rocky 5.
All right,
left a lot in that ring.
All right, Goose Thomas says they don't win 45 games next year without Clay and KD.
Goosey lost your mind.
But, I mean, it's
that's
45
not
games.
bad. That's not too far fetched.
He said they don't win.
They
45.
don't win 45.
Well,
Listen, I
listen,
mean, you got
as constructed today, there's no way they win 45 games.
depends on who they get.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get somebody.
Exactly.
But
You're
you're
gonna
not
get the
getting a
ghost
lot of
of-
people. If you max
That's
out
right.
Clay and KD, you're not getting anybody else.
You're getting the ghost
They'll
of KD
still
and
have
Clay.
their levels and stuff like that. And
Todd said Warriors 6, 7, 8 seed.
Yeah.
So he picked 3 out of the.
I said 7.
He
3 out of the
picked
8.
3 out of the 8.
3 out of the 8 seeds.
Good job, Todd. Good prediction.
Yeah, thanks. That's what I was saying yesterday. That's why they still put them as the favorites in Vegas.
Well,
like I
for a
don't live
minute,
here.
yeah.
Well, they had them in the favorites to open up because I mean do you want to be the book standing there with Golden State as the 7th seed? That Clay's coming back. KD's coming back.
That graphic was before Clay got hurt.
Oh God!
That was the whole graphic.
Please say that.
But they're still
please
up there.
Say Golden State is like plus 3,000. Like I'll take 10.
And I'll tell you exactly what my luck will be. My luck will be there'll be a 6 seed. And Clay and KD's coming back and play the 3 seed Rockets, and I have to deal with these.
We are fresh.
What are you going to do about the point guard position in Houston?
What are you talking about?
You have 8 point guards.
James Harden's the point guard. What are you talking
That's what we need to do about it. Stop making James Harden the point guard. But that's for another day. This is finals day.
Well,
all right. If I'm not going to talk about LeBron,
definitely not talking about this.
I promise I will not hijack this show with James Harden unless there's something else you guys want to talk about.
Okay, let's not talk about James Harden. Let's talk about.
Whoa! I didn't go that far.
I was laughing that people were putting out there like, well, there's a possibility that Chris Paul's going to opt out of that last year. Get out of here. Wow. There's a 0.0% chance of that.
That's -0.
I'm going to be a Laker fan before he opts out of that last year.
The 3 of us collectively will make $44 million before he turns that down.
Oh, my goodness.
Not a chance.
I'm just saying, I will cheer for the Lakers before that happens.
Oh, man. Well, that's exactly the ray of sunshine I was looking for. Thanks for that, Dave. Anyway, nah, I'm okay. Listen, I'm okay with Chris Paul, man. Let the man get the ball, let him run the show a little bit more. That's all. Get some other guys who can. I think the big thing, and again, I don't want to go. I don't want to go too far off, but the big thing that people don't like about their playing style is it's the same thing over and over. Can somebody else get involved? Yes. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you mix it up a little bit, and
is that the coaching's fault?
It's the whole organization being built towards that. It's not just the coaching.
Top to bottom.
It's having a bunch of math guys thinking they know basketball more than basketball guys.
Yeah.
And not thinking about
right.
It's not thinking about players as human beings.
It's built to play to numbers and to maximize James Harden MVP odds.
And the only reason
to make you the best.
And the only reason why you would do that is because you want the credit. You want to say, "Hey, I found the edge that got us the championship." Not the players. I found this philosophy, this system. This was me, and I used the math, and I figured out the matrix, and I want the credit for this thing. And if he's not going to be that rigid, I'm just going to be doing this every single summer.
And making Chris Paul a focal point at his age, I'm not sure what that really
smart.
does.
No.
Is he going to be
not a focal point? No, that might have been too strong. That was definitely too strong. But
yeah, I feel that.
But he can run an offense.
Yeah,
and let the man touch the ball because it'll move around more than when Harden's got the ball.
That's what she said.
Hey.
All right, next question is KD re-signing with Golden State or is he leaving? And does this injury change, the fact either way?
The injury definitely does change it.
So what do you think he does?
I was going to say
the injury definitely brings Golden State back into play, simply from the fact that Golden State can still offer him the most money, and now it's not so much like, oh, okay, I'm gonna leave. Now the flip side of that coin also is, again, where are the bodies buried in terms of this injury? Like only Golden State and KD and their doctors know the truth. What they put out there, that's all for us.
Yeah.
But in terms of those three parties, if those three parties are legitimately on the same page on everything, then it's a shot. Now, if there was some underhanded, dirty stuff that went down, he's beyond gone. He already is gone.
Yeah. Well, and he was leaving anyway, apparently, from what all the reports are.
Yeah.
My only thing now is, where is he going to go? Because the whole thing was supposed to be a package deal. It was supposed to be him and Kyrie.
Or him and Kawhi.
A lot of these teams, right, were, if it's him and Kawhi, then I could see Kawhi still going on with the plan, whatever. But Kyrie's already like, yo, Brooklyn's where I want to be.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, there's 2 slots with the Knicks. So and a lot of these teams, I'm not sure if Kyrie was part of their plans.
Brooklyn created
KD.
2 slots though.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
That's right.
They just made a trade.
That's right.
They have 2 slots
so
now,
there's
too.
still that option. I think with him, I don't see KD going to the Knicks now for the simple fact You don't want to sit there a year without playing under James Dolan
and watch all this dysfunction.
We saw what happened with Porzingis, which isn't a great example because I think he might be a little head case himself. But we saw, I mean, he demanded a trade as an injured player.
Let's keep that in mind.
Well, and here's my thing on that whole thing. I think the crazy thing is, I know people are talking about the injury may have enhanced his chance to stay. I don't think it's his injury that enhanced that. I think it might be Clay's injury that enhanced his chance to stay.
Why is that, Dave?
Yeah.
Well, just because after the whole breakdown and just people coming together and, you almost bond over some of this stuff, I think Clay's injury almost more so builds that up, because you're also right that I don't understand. I mean, I know that the Knicks and the Nets, I think, would both still they'd both still make a run at him, max money.
Clippers are still in there,
too. At the same point. Yeah, but I think the Clippers, Jerry West is a little more calculating.
Yeah, and that's like, everybody's hurt. We'll sit out.
Yeah, but KD is Jerry West's boy, though. Like, that's what kind of got him to Golden State.
That's true.
I hear you. I hear you on all of that, but it's also like, well, if they have Kawhi and the other players that they have,
it's like Toronto 2.0. It's like Toronto 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you're talking about a situation where you could be making a run with somebody that could help you win a title next year, and with an Achilles injury, that's very likely not Kevin Durant.
And let me tell you something. If you think Kyle Lowry annoyed Kwan, imagine Kawhi on that team and having watched Patrick Beverley every single day and watching Kwan's reactions. That is what I'm living for, because I love that dude. Oh, it's going to be great. Back to the Knicks thing. It's just it's funny how all this could have been different if they didn't give in to the whole Porzingis thing and trade Porzingis so early, because now they have nothing to trade for AD.
Yeah, there's no leverage.
They have no leverage. They have no players. They have no contracts. If you already knew you want to get rid of Porzingis anyway, that would have been the perfect.
Remember when they did that too? I was saying that they needed to hold him because it was like you gave up.
They could have gotten AD.
Like you're stuck.
They could have gotten AD, which would have helped sign KD, and then now if Kyrie comes, at least you can stay afloat till KD comes the next year.
Yeah. Just
terrible, poor management for how many years now?
Well, rash decisions. How many times must I slap you?
Where's my OB trophy?
One, two,
the Larry O trophy. What do you call it? The Larry
OB.
The Larry OB.
Larry OB trophy. Oh, he's the greatest.
He said he's gonna hang Raptors in the ceiling.
Raptor.
He meant to say rafter.
Bill Raptory.
But you cannot interview Kawhi for more than 1 minute without him
dying.
Like fumbling all over life.
Have you seen this video from San Diego
Have you
State?
talked to people ever, sir? Maybe.
Kawhi Leonard.
When
Stuart says, so who are you? Kawhi Leonard. He has the one video when he's at San Diego State.
Sitting at.
Stop. I can defend.
I can defend. Oh man,
he's the best.
And speaking of Anthony Davis, I gotta retire something today, guys.
Oh no,
Dave, I'm not sure if you're watching the video, but I think this is the last time I could officially wear my Brandon Ingram shirt with him being a Laker.
What the blood?
I think this trade happens before the trade deadline. Anthony Davis to the Laker.
The trade deadline?
I mean, before the draft.
It will happen before.
I was like, well, good Lord, I hope so.
Yeah, you're not gonna wait until February.
Not straight up. Not straight up. Yeah,
it's a three-player.
Oh, nobody thinks it'll be straight up.
Well, the Suns. They're talking about the Suns getting involved.
Yeah, there's a few teams.
The Suns getting involved. Jackson.
Oh, you mean
Justin
not
Jackson.
straight up with two teams?
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Ingram for AD.
No, I was like, thanks, Dave.
Yes,
no, you don't say.
Yes, please
be my GM.
No,
come on, Brandon.
Yeah,
Pelicans are saying they want Bradley Beal in the 3-team trade.
That's cool.
That's not funny. Don't lie.
No, I promise I read that.
I'm sure they want him. That doesn't mean
you
Washington wants to get rid of him.
Look, that'll be one of those dumb wizard trades where it's like, we got back draft picks.
You got-
you're gonna
got
get back
New Orleans'
the 2023
23rd draft pick. Awesome.
Laker draft pick, top 3 protected.
Somebody showed on Twitter the other day all the it was like
no.
2017 when they showed all the picks the Celtics had, and they're like, man, I'm sure this team turned into a dynasty. Wah, wah. The Pelicans end up being what the Celtics are supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Man, they
you
you
never
talk
know.
about
Draft picks look
they
good, so you have to make
fumbled the bag on that one, and they wouldn't let go of any of them for Kawhi.
That's wild.
They wanted to wait for AD, and I was like, do you guys not know how good Kawhi is?
That's wild.
Can we just do it? Nope.
No, I'm good.
He can
Well,
defend.
they regret that now.
Yeah.
Now, do you think Boston needs to just drop out of this AD trade conversation?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't lose Kyrie and Tatum
And
and AD all within 6 months.
And they went to the Eastern Conference Finals without Kyrie. So I'm not saying that Kyrie's not their best player.
Well, but
But if
Terry
they
Rozier
play-
wants to leave too,
Hold
though.
up. If they play collectively better without him, then just keep them intact and keep building off that. Not saying they're going to win a championship next year, but just keep building off that. Because obviously the chemistry with Kyrie there wasn't great.
Terry Rozier wants to leave too.
Terry Rozier was part of that.
He was a very,
he
very
was
big part of that.
Yeah, part of that chemistry.
And he's
problems.
like, get me out of here.
But I don't know how much they can really build anymore. They're going to be kind of a middling team. They had their chance to build. They had those Nets picks.
And now they're running
Kings
out of picks.
And now those things
They
are
have a
gone.
couple left.
Yeah, yep, not much left. And a lot of them are second rounders.
The cupboard is bare.
And that's what happens when you got to choose in this league, man. You can't. I'm
Keep
going to
playing.
build for now and build for the future. You better sit or get off the pot, man. You got to go for it, or you're building for the future. And
true.
Danny Ainge played himself.
Yeah.
He tried to do both, and he wanted to, he thought he could build a dynasty before it could even happen, and he played himself.
Well, according to Steve Huff Jr. a year ago today, he was saying the Celtics are going to be a dynasty. So I try to let him know that, no.
I do recall a year ago that I was saying that Kawhi would go to Toronto, and that Toronto would go to the finals.
I said
also-
that they would win it.
I did not say that. That part
I never
did
said
not
he was
say.
going to Toronto.
That we talked about that. What teams he would go to, but at the time, this is another reason why Masai needs all the credit in the world. I'm like, man, they can give up Siakam and OG, blah 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 blah. They didn't have to give up neither one of them and still got him.
Yeah,
that's
and got Danny Green.
and got Danny Green.
That was the real
Yeah,
key.
exactly.
Yeah, that was the real thing. I was like, hold on, man. They got Kawhi and
especially
Danny
with
Green.
a guy like Kawhi. You get a friend coming with him too.
That's terrific. Yeah. You get 2 championship pedigree players, and Danny Green was a big part of some of those.
He had a couple
some
of
of
games,
those final runs for
a couple
sure.
of games where he just this don't bother me. A big shot.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, plus
and then he
hurt
had a
Clay,
couple
so I mean, you got that too.
donut games, too.
What was that, Dave?
He hurt Clay too, so don't forget that.
Oh boy.
No, he didn't hurt Clay. Clay looking up to see if he made the and one.
He hurt
Clay.
him. What hurt Clay is that he
doesn't
can't
dunk.
jump that high. If
Clay took off from a step in front of the dot.
He
and that's
wasn't
what hurt
sure
Clay.
of himself. That's why. And he can't do anything but a 2-handed dunk. That's what hurt him.
Why didn't Bob Myers cry for Klay Thompson?
Shock.
I think because everybody
I think
was sure that Clay would be back out on the court.
Yeah.
More shock, I think.
I
too.
think at this point, I think everyone's just like, okay, what can happen next? It's kind of like how Steph reacted differently when KD got hurt than when Clay got hurt. When KD got hurt, he was like, oh, really? Like, he's down. He followed him to the... When Clay got hurt, he was like, nah.
He's done.
And he slammed
He's
the ball.
mad. He
I've
went and
never
sat-
seen that.
He went and sat down
He's
like on the other side of the court.
Yep.
He
He
didn't
was
want to
like,
be a
now
part
I know
of
what
it.
it's like to be James Harden and get no help even myself.
Oh,
Oh, man.
oh no.
I'm just telling you through Steph's
I will
eyes.
say that it's gonna be real interesting to see if Steph can go be MVP next year, though. Because hey,
Again, it depends on who they get. But
I'll say this: if he's out there solo dolo and he's out there giving 35 because he has
easily.
he has to go
Steph-
get 35.
I
Steph
could
is going to
definitely
weigh
see him getting
117
35.
pounds by the All-Star break. Steph already runs too much anyway. Somebody's just going to be like, you know what, Steph, pow. Steph's going to look like that time 50 was auditioning for that movie.
No, that's horrible.
I just don't see what Golden State can do as far as getting anybody there. I just don't. They might have to sign Dale.
But you also got to You also got to remember, though, I mean, these guys have friends. I mean, when the Rockets got Chris Paul, I was like, man, that's going to be a lot of money. Oh, we got P.J. Tucker, too? They're boys. All these guys have friends, and some guys will just will come to don't do it. Will make their way to a situation just because I've always wanted to play with this guy. It doesn't always have to be, again, the mid-level stuff. I don't exactly know how that all works. I'm not smart enough for all that stuff, but I kind of have a small idea of how it works, and they can spread it out towards
We'll spread it.
3.
Wow. Pause. All the way pause.
Whoa, you're not spreading the right thing. Hey, he tried to pause me.
Oh my God.
He tried to pause me. You're not pausing me on that one, brother. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. This ain't helmets.
You said it to another.
This ain't helmets.
We'd like to apologize for Josh.
That's
Wood
Miracle
in the
Whip.
building.
That is Miracle Whip.
Gosh,
Oh my
he's
goodness.
wow.
Well,
Dave, can you come get this guy? Dave, take
I
over.
wish.
Say something.
Dave, please help.
Say something, Dave.
we are sinking.
Oh my lord. Anyway,
It's like, no, too
like I
late.
said, we don't know. This whole off season is bound to be the craziest of all time, which is really saying something. I mean,
Unless
we don't
nobody leaves.
genuinely know what the league's going to look like. That's impossible. Like these people saying, like, well, Kemba would take less money. It's like, well, you guys need to read the whole quote. If they showed him how they could build around him, which won't happen.
Because he's Kimba.
A, not taking less money, and B, leaving anyway.
And why
So
are you
it's like
taking less money
everything
from
is
Michael
changing.
Jordan? What are you doing? He's good. He's paying Taiwanese kids 13 cents to make his shoes, and they're selling. You're gonna give Michael Jordan a discount. He good? Nah, bro. Get the money, homie.
12 cents.
Well, he's not taking a discount
Overtime.
anyway. He said the nice guy thing, but it was basically attached to if they show that they can, build a contending team, which is not possible.
So that's pretty much him saying he's not taking a pay cut.
I can see him saying, okay, I don't need to take
Correct.
the super max, but I still want the max. I could see him saying that if he felt like he wanted to stay there. Because, again, it's his life. If he wants to be the one taking all the shots, that's okay, too. It's his career. That's cool.
Yeah.
If he's like, I want to be the guy on the championship team.
Ain't too bad making 240 and being an all-star every year.
Right.
It's not a bad life.
But if he wants to make
Hey,
160 and be an all-star every year and score 27 points a game.
And I mean, that goes back to Josh's, question of the day on Monday. Do you want to just be a good player that never wins a ring that makes millions, or do you want to be, making less money and winning some rings? And you can't go wrong either way. You know what I'm saying?
If I chose between Kevin Walker, who?
Kevin.
Yeah, Walker. He's a
Walker.
He's a Ranger.
Texas
He's in
Ranger.
He's in
That's
Texas.
also- that's a
Texas. No, that's Charlotte.
Texas Rangers.
I'm talking between Kemba Walker and Sean Livingston.
Kenny Skywalker.
I'm your father. If I had a choice between being Kemba Walker, who's averaging 25 points for 12 years, or Sean Livingston coming off the bench and
Getting rings.
bang-a-ranging 13-footers, but getting rings, man, let me tell you something. 160 million is still 160 million. Sean Livingston can't afford a G5.
Nope.
He can't. He can't even afford to go 2 for 5.
Well, look. The
Hit
one
him,
thing,
sit him.
the one thing, too, Quan, on that
Can't even
160.
afford Tuesday movies for $5.
That I hope he can buy a couple
2
movie
for
theaters.
5. Big Mac.
He's fine. He can buy a couple movie theaters. He's fine. He's not that broke.
A couple
But
movies.
but I mean, Kimba, the other side of that too.
Child's Play 5.
He, I don't even know
Johnny
what child play.
5.
Not Johnny. J5.
Godzilla 16 in 3D.
X5. I promise we'll get through this. Go ahead. Anyway,
Go
you
ahead,
said-
Josh.
I got nothing. I've moved on. Moved
Mayonnaise.
on.
Miracle Whip. All right.
Oh, Lord.
Always.
Toby Bryant.
All right,
So before I
Dave.
cut
What
out
else
of
you got?
here, Are we doing
Miracle Whip.
Are we doing a draft show this week?
You
We are doing this
skippy.
draft show next week during the draft.
Yeah, we won't do it this week because
That's
this week's
what I mean.
over.
Correct. You know
It's the
Week
week
coming
end, which ends the week.
So cheers to it.
Cheers. Oh, man. I love Friday shows. We need to just move the show to Friday.
No kidding, right?
But yeah, next
No, you
Thursday,
don't.
we're going to have a draft show. Let the ball bounce. We'll be in here at least 1 or 2 reps from there. I think Girl Chat Sports is going to be in here, so it's going to be fun.
Full house.
It's going to be fun. So we need to share mic time. So I will be pointing you guys out like a high school teacher.
Got it. Sure.
Sounds good.
So Dave,
Sounds
yeah.
good. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate the time. Thank
All
you,
right.
fellas.
Well, we're letting you go first. Bye, Dave.
Bye.
You can't quit. You're fired.
Dave,
quit, you're
you can't quit. I'm fired?
You can't fire me. I quit.
I'll be right back.
You know, in Mexico, they just call us a standoff.
Oh, my. Anyway.
So do you think KD stays?
I think he's gone.
And
I
where?
think he's gone.
Where?
God, that's the only thing.
Totally different now.
I think he's that. I'm gonna go with the Clippers.
I said Clippers before,
Yeah, you
but
did.
see now
Brooklyn would be
now the Clippers are like, I feel really bad for the Clippers because they got caught up in a bad month. Because remember they said literally at the beginning of the finals, like, they might have to change their plans off of Kawhi just because of what's been transpiring with the Raptors. So that kind of started to move them off of Kawhi. So then it's like, well, we still gonna go after KD, and then KD snaps his Achilles. So now it's like, who the heck do they go after?
You're still going after Kawhi.
I think Kawhi.
I think Kawhi
is a. It's a ribbon.
I think he's a
ribbon
Clipper.
tie. I think he's a Clipper that's done.
Yeah.
I would love to see him with Brooklyn though. Brooklyn would be really fun
For Kawhi or KD?
For KD.
For KD.
I think it would.
I think it'd be really fun if
Listen, Brooklyn has a nice young squad, man. You bring him and Kyrie in, who Kyrie looks like he's already there.
Yeah, I saw a thing the other day with D'Angelo Russell, kind of like, he was like, oh, I'm praying that this happens. He had his jersey next to Kyrie's. Like, oh, come on. And I want to be like, ooh, D'Angelo.
You're not going to
Who's gonna
be
tell him?
the one.
Who's going to, like Magic Johnson? I'm not going to be there.
Oh, man.
I don't know because I'm leaving.
He's like, I'm not going to be there.
Man. Wow. Yeah, it's hard just because you're going through this injury, and does he love and trust his medical staff, or does he have his own where it doesn't really matter? You know what I'm saying? I think that has something to play into it because I thought he was gone before this injury. I feel like the injury does maybe give them a better chance to keep him there.
Here's what
But at the same time, if his mind was already set on leaving and he knows where he wants to go, where he doesn't have to, like, I want to be a free agent and talk to teams. If he already knows what team he wants to go to, I think he's already gone. Yeah. If it was something where he wanted to go and talk to teams,
right?
Does he want to answer all the medical questions from all these teams?
I'm not even sure these guys are even doing that anymore. They know where they want to go. They'll give you a courtesy interview.
Yeah.
Well, the bigger question is,
or you'll be the Wizards and don't even get that opportunity.
No,
they don't have any money to spend.
No,
we have money.
This not under the cap. The better
mid-level exception.
The better question is, what does this do? Which I know we've asked it already, but does this put more teams from the West into the AD thing? Which I don't even know if they want to trade him West, but what's it matter? It's going to be only 1 year in the West until if he's going to be a Laker anyway. Then it's just you just peel the Band-Aid off. But do more teams think to themselves, all right, well, Warriors are out. I saw a thing today like, well, now the Rockets must be the the first choice in the West. That's what they said about the Jazz in '99 when Jordan retired.
Yeah.
So that let's see how that worked out. Wow. So no, these teams are going to try and get better now. Yeah. They are going to smell blood.
They're going to smell blood. This is your moment.
They're going to smell blood
to try and.
So
change.
now,
well, you know, you're not competing with Golden State necessarily. You are okay. Now we can be the best team.
It's open. It's
everybody
open.
else.
Yeah.
And if you know what we all think we know, if what we all think we know is true, then these teams know it. These teams already know the Clippers are going to get better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So in the West, now it's like, okay, well, now there's going to be a move where you're like, whoa, did not see that coming.
Clippers could legit be the best team in the West next year.
They really could. But then imagine that whole thing with Clippers and Kawhi, and now if it's the Lakers and LeBron and AD.
And maybe somebody else.
Maybe
if Lakers make that AD trade, they're getting a Jimmy Butler or a Kemba. They're getting somebody else.
I would think so.
And I would like Jimmy Butler there.
I just don't think I think he's going to stay in Philly.
I think Jimmy's staying. I think Jimmy stays.
I just feel like...
I think a lot of people are going to stay, actually. I think Kemba's going to stay. I think Jimmy stays. I think Kawhi stays.
I don't.
That's
I
a
don't,
lot. That's
I think
that's
in my
half
mind,
of
Kemba's the
half-
only one that's going to stay. But I think Jimmy's going to leave. I really do.
Have we even heard anything about who's trying to get Kemba?
Yeah,
They've talked about the Knicks
Yeah,
definitely
the
would sign
Knicks-
him.
I know the
Knicks-
Knicks want to, but I've also heard that he doesn't really want to go there.
I would if I
That's
were him.
crazy.
I mean, just I don't know.
What? But then you might as well you might as well stay in Charlotte.
You trade dysfunction
Well, I mean,
for less
that's-
money.
You might as well
That's
stay in
if
Charlotte.
if you can get KD also in something else. But
I just wonder how many friends around the league he has. How many people he's really talked to around the league. He hasn't made that many All-Star
You
games.
talking about Kemba?
Kemba.
Yeah,
He hasn't
Kemba.
made that many All-Star games. He hasn't been on a dream team yet, and that's where all these relationships get formed.
Yeah.
Which he
he hasn't
might
been on any.
he might I don't believe no. He might
Is he on this summer?
I think so. He might, but
Which I won't matter because he'll already be signed.
he's not going to play in it probably because it's his first year. He probably has a bunch of guys that he daps up all the time. But how many guys did he spend the summer with?
Yeah.
These guys have relationships.
Yeah, they have
and they've talked about playing together.
they have lotion appointments and stuff.
I'm sorry, they have what?
Yeah, you know what I mean, on the beach. Like
I feel
suntan
like that's
lotion.
what happened with Draymond after he didn't get a tech on Game 6. He had a straight lotion appointment.
But if Lakers don't get anybody,
Went right to the locker room and vigorously used his lotion.
if Lakers don't get anybody in free agency, let's say Jimmy Butler does re-sign with Philly, and they are trading Lonzo, their starting point guard, in the AD trade. If that happens, they do need a point guard. So I think they would aggressively go after Kemba
Yeah, I could see that.
because they'll need a point guard no matter what if they make that AD trade.
So then now what are we talking about? That we're talking about. We're talking
Kemba,
about
LeBron,
who-
and AD is not a bad squad at all.
Yeah, it's
No, that's
a lot of dribbling.
that's a very very good
That
team.
is a lot of dribbling.
very good team.
Which, hey, listen, that worked
but
out
that
for the
also
Rockets for a year.
see that
so-
also then but at the same time, how much do you have to give up for AD? What is the team after that? Or who's coming back from their free agent pool as far as Rondo and those type of people? So you still have to build the team around them.
They can't
which will
give
be
up.
fine.
They can't give up all four at this point.
No, I don't think they will.
Well, no, I don't think they
No,
have to now because everyone
Celtics are backing out.
Yeah, everyone knows
Yeah.
that they're kind of betting against. They're
And the Knicks-
trading.
I
against
think they'll be
themselves.
able
And the
keep
Knicks have
Kuzma.
nothing. The Knicks have nothing.
Yeah,
Kuzma's
You're sitting
Kuzma's
at
the
the-
one I'd want to trade.
you're sitting at the table. With,
I like Ingram better.
well, you're sitting at the table with with a
Lonzo.
full house, and everyone else has nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell right then your poker reference was about to.
It was about to be bad.
It was gonna be
about to be bad.
good.
So I
it was gonna
didn't.
be good.
Thank
And
you.
everyone else has
The World Series
Nothing.
of poker.
no.
Go fish.
Nothing.
I'm-
Nothing at all.
Uno.
Hey,
Uno.
hey! You appreciate that I backed out of the room
Yeah,
slow
see-
and was
see
like,
that right
you have
there?
nothing.
No. Ba, ba, ba.
Yeah, that's right. There it is. Good stuff.
You got to know what you don't know.
That's right. And
Exactly.
That's how you don't look
We
crazy.
start talking about soccer right now. I'm like, oh, look at the.
Yeah, it's we. I mean, come on! I got my jersey on,
mannequin.
like
Yeah,
13-0.
But I don't think
Nothing?
Lakers aren't going to budge with offering more at this point because of what you guys just stated. And the longer Pelicans wait, the less Lakers are going to start taking away one more player. Now you're trying to wait till the trade deadline? Okay, well, now we're taking Lonzo out of the equation.
And now you're not getting the number 4 pick. That's be the first thing off the table.
Exactly. That's why I think it has to happen before the draft.
Yeah, I think.
Or during the draft
during the
where
draft.
Lakers are picking for the Pelicans. But if you keep waiting this out, it'll get to the point where Lakers are like, okay, now we're taking everybody off the table.
And then it's going to get to the point where
We'll
it's like,
wait a year,
Nah,
and
we're going to wait a year. Yeah.
80 joins us next year. So, I mean,
If you wait a year though, I've said it all along. This is the last year of LeBron as LeBron.
That's okay.
So if you wait, you could wait too long.
But he doesn't have to be LeBron per se. I
if
mean,
Anthony Davis is
Anthony Davis is Anthony Davis, and
'Cause he's still top 5
he's
player in the
never
league.
had a single top 7. He's never had a single player
Top 6.
who's
and a half.
been 60% of LeBron.
But AD also doesn't know how to win. You got to figure that out too.
He knows.
I'm just saying.
He knows just fine how to
you,
win.
you can give me the head shake, but I mean,
I didn't shake
the,
my head.
the last time he won was
Was what
in New Orleans with Calipari on the bench.
in New Orleans?
It was in New Orleans.
Oh, that's when the game was.
I was
He
there.
bet- he was-
Right,
He
so-
was slick with that.
so-
I was there.
So hold on. So what you're saying is the stronger the team is, somehow knows how to win.
He had a lot of help.
He knew how to win. He had a lot of help. He was the help. Nah, his help had a lot of him. That's why they won.
Yeah, because it was Michael Kidd Gilchrist,
it was
who's
Bill
been
Gilchrist and Jody Meeks.
Trash juice.
Oh,
I mean, let's see.
Jody Meeks was gone.
If he goes to the
Was he?
Lakers, if he goes to the Lakers, he's playing with LeBron, who showed Matthew Dellavedova how to win, Tristan Thompson how to win, J.R. Smith how to win. I think he'll be fine.
he didn't show them how to win.
They rode his cape
because they ain't doing nothing without him.
So my point is, I think Anthony Davis will be fine winning
No,
if
like-
LeBron James is on the team.
But that's
Listen.
what I'm saying. Again, if LeBron ain't LeBron, then yes, he does need some assistance.
Listen,
to help.
LeBron's LeBron.
Kevin
so.
Love never made the playoffs. He didn't learn how to win because he went to Cleveland. They got better. The team was good.
The team
And that's
was a
why
good
they made the
team.
playoffs. The team was good. He didn't learn anything. He was the same. Well, he learned how to be a spot-up shooter in the corner.
I think you still learn how to win, but yeah, you're playing with the best player in the league, so.
I don't think you can learn how to win on a bad team.
Yeah. No. You have to
And that's
go.
what I'm
You have to
saying.
go
If
through those
Anthony
battles.
Davis went to the Lakers, he wouldn't be on a bad team.
You have to go through those battles.
Right, but
You know what I'm saying?
what's the bigger factor here? That he went to a better team or they learned how to win? These guys don't know how to win. They've won every single place they've been. They just came to the NBA.
Except the NBA.
Yeah, but they were all high draft picks and they went to terrible teams.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I think they know how to win just fine. And the biggest key to knowing how to win is being better than the other team.
Golden State learned how to win because they were drafted and they weren't good,
Yeah,
and they kept playing and they kept
went
learning how to
through-
win.
They
Okay,
went
and
through
when did they
wars.
stop winning? When all their talent got hurt. When all their talent wasn't there anymore. Then that's when they stopped winning.
I mean, they stopped winning less than 24 hours ago.
Yeah. And that's when one of the pieces of their talent got hurt.
Shoot.
Less than 24 hours ago.
Multiple pieces, and the pieces that were still pieces were in pieces.
And Clay had
Yeah.
30 in
He
the
had
third
30.
when he went out.
On 12 shots.
And we were talking in the chat group, I'm like, Kobe would have shot the free throws, and then all of a
I
sudden
know he
Clay
comes
goes
out.
running
No,
out.
we wouldn't say none of that.
You
were saying-
Kobe
Wait,
would have
I
taken
said-
those free throws.
Okay, rewind
Kobe.
the tape because
What?
I said we were talking in the chat group, and I said
No.
I just said that.
I see that.
I just
You're
said that.
getting as bad as Kareem.
Oh, see.
I just now said we were talking in the chat group, and I said Kobe would have shot those free throws. I promise. $5. $5.
Listen.
$5.
It-
What time?
Man, we
It
need
doesn't matter.
1:15 into it.
we need
See, this is-
I said,
this-
hold on. I said we were talking in the chat group, and I said Kobe would have shot that. That's exactly what I said.
This
said
is
it
what
again.
Josh doesn't understand sometimes. It doesn't matter
And
if
he still owes 30
it
push-ups.
doesn't matter if you
You knock him
misspoke.
out?
It doesn't matter if you
I got my
misspoke
good
2
shirt
minutes
on
ago.
today.
Hold on.
It doesn't matter if you misspoke 2 minutes ago. Right now, you're making it clear that what you meant was, okay, well, if that's what I said, well, I'm saying now,
I said what I said.
I said that Kobe would have came and shot it. Boy, that thing couldn't have came any quicker. The second you said that, Clay said,
Place it.
Trot myself back out here.
oh, poor
Listen,
Clay,
he was
man.
running on a torn ACL.
No,
That's-
you can run straight. It's
the lateral.
It's right. It's an anterior ligament. It's the one out here.
It's the movement.
Let him try to take that same defensive assignment he had last play. Whole leg fall right off.
Look, the biggest thing was he made 2 free throws and got back on defense.
Tried to.
Like,
he
I'm gonna be all right. Let me go ahead and check this out in the back.
And that's you know what's funny is they ended up being down. Golden State ended up being down 1.
Yeah.
Down 1 before that last possession because Clay at the time didn't know he had a torn ACL. So he stays in and shoots the free throws. They foul to get him out of the game. Toronto in turn makes the 2 free throws, which
You know what Clay said to Steve Kerr?
he said,
Listen, baby.
I want to play a lot more of that, but I'm afraid YouTube will cut our
They
show off.
will shut us down.
"Oh, we'll do it."
We have the rights to Anita Baker.
Yes. Anita and I are good friends.
Yeah. Still.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, man, I'm excited about the draft coming up. I can't wait to see the first 3 picks.
And then
Listen, our show's only going to be for the first round of the draft, or first half round of the draft, because
Yeah.
I don't even know most of
the
players.
lottery. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do
Hey,
the lottery,
I'm
and
out.
then we're going to eat after that. We're going to have
and then
pizza,
it
we're going to
goes
have
to
food,
Dave.
and Cream's going to bring the alcohol.
Cut to Dave.
Good day.
Kareem already did.
Oh, well, this player was...
Oh yeah,
Dave is super saying like, oh yeah, he's from Bolivia, and
I'm like,
the coaches say he could be the next Drazen Petrovic.
He could be the next Antetokounmpo. Really, Giannis? No.
No, his brother. Nice job.
Oh, man.
No, not that one. Not that
He could be the next Jordan. Really, MJ? No, Crawford.
Wow.
Crawford.
Jordan Crawford.
Marcus. His son with the glasses. Yes, that one. That one.
And what we will see is Jalen Rose comparing everybody to somebody they look like. Jay Billis saying the same thing over and over again.
Oh, God, don't let me bring alcohol that day.
And I'm sure Stephen A. will be screaming at somebody somewhere.
It's going to be funny when Stephen A. is telling...
Stephen A's going bald. Anybody else notice that?
Going?
Been going bald since he's
going bald.
starting on ESPN.
No. It's thinning. It's thinning in the middle, and I was like,
Well,
you can't rock that ush if it goes bald.
You've known Stephen A. for 15 years. Yes, eventually his hair is going to start going out. One time I had this conversation, hi, Mom, with my mom, and she says, man, Pat Riley is really looking old. I said, Mom, the last time you saw him was 1985. Yes, he's getting old. It's been 30 years.
It's been 30 plus. Oh, my goodness. Can't keep it together forever.
No.
All right, so we'll go ahead and give you a preview of the show right now, of the draft show. Here we go. With the first pick in the 2019 NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select
Zion Williamson.
All right. With the second pick in the 2019 NBA draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select
Ja Morant.
With the third pick in the 19 NBA draft, the 2019
I'm glad you did that because I almost forgot his name.
NBA draft.
I needed that.
Goes to
RJ Barrett.
All right. And with the fourth pick in the 2019 NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select.
Show cuts off. I knew you were
going there.
I knew you were going there. You were the worst. I knew that's where that was going. Oh,
but you like it because you realized they're right before I went there.
I'm really going to be around the whole Lakers, the ball bounce, and all we're going to talk about is when's AD going? Oh, man. There's not enough vodka in the world for this.
Do you follow that group? I just check it every once in a while. I do not follow the post. It's ridiculous.
I do.
And I like some of I like your stuff. I like some of Dre's stuff, except when he's
I was about to say Josh is posting there.
Josh is posting there.
No, not you. No.
Josh,
you'll like my stuff every month and a half.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, oh, that was a good one, Quan.
I mean, I follow it, but there's a lot of it that I just there's some people like.
What do you mean?
I try to tell some of the tell the more sensible people in the group, like, you don't have to respond to everybody. They're not all real. Not everybody's.
I don't understand how some of the people do. I mean, a lot of these people in there, I know that they say they have jobs, right? What do you do for work? Because you're on there 24/7. You don't sleep. You don't eat. You don't work.
Well, first of all, that could actually go for me because I work at night.
Yeah, you work graveyard.
I work at night, so yeah, I get a lot of my really good
and you
stuff
have a little one too. So like, when do you sleep?
Ooh, that's what she said.
What's she lied?
She lied a lot.
Wow.
Wait, whoa.
How do you know?
Whoa.
See, this is.
I was talking about me.
Pause.
That one you can pause.
Oh,
the other one?
man.
No, the other one.
The other one was not.
No, yes,
was
it
not pause worthy.
Yes, it was.
That was only
you
making
said
it worse.
to another guy that said it.
No.
Very pause worthy.
I was saying.
Cream, do you think it was pause worthy, the first one and the second one?
I like James Worthy.
Who is pause worthy?
I like Worthy is the lamb.
I like Werther's original.
I was really about to start singing it.
Do it.
No.
Come on, give us the best that you got.
No.
Worthy is the lamb, Josh.
Nope. I got nothing. Don't you cue up the music again. Don't you do it. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, the draft. I don't even know. I don't even know who the
We
fourth
just forget
player
what we're
is.
talking about.
Yeah, no, I don't know who the fourth. It's supposed to be.
Got dude from Texas
Kid from
Tech.
Texas
You
Tech.
got Vanderbilt.
I don't remember the. I don't remember the final. I don't remember March Madness. I'm sure there was. I'm sure he was.
You don't remember last night.
Last night I remember. This morning, it's touch and go.
Oh no, that's not the version I know.
No, that's the White Hill Song
That's
version.
the version I know.
That's the White Hill Song version.
That's not the one I know.
Well, that's the thing about Christian songs, like worship songs and gospel songs. Like, there's
So many
25 different. You only have so many
versions.
titles. You know what I'm saying? You can only spit so much Christianese out there. And I didn't realize you went to a Christian school.
I did.
Went to Mountain View.
Yep.
And you and Dave play it the same year?
I don't even think we're the same age.
How old are you? You're 32.
37 now. 37.
I was trying to be nice to him. Dave is
I appreciate
40.
that.
I would say 40,
40?
39, 40.
Oh.
Yeah, he just had his 40th, right?
He was in high school when I was in 8th grade, just busting up y'all, in junior high school. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't go there.
Oh, good for you.
I went to a real high school.
Oh,
I went to real high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Vegas high school.
Oh, I thought you went to. Oh, so you went to Mountain View.
Yeah, through 8th grade.
8th grade. Okay.
UFC news: Daniel Cormier might be retiring.
He's been saying that for.
I mean, who else does he really have to fight?
He's been
right
saying he's retiring at 40.
Well, no,
and we're having the UFC party on the 6th, right?
What?
UFC
Jones.
241
We are?
last fight.
That's gonna be his last fight.
Who's he fighting again?
Miocic.
Oh, it's a Stipe rematch.
Oh,
You don't know.
That's who we got the title from.
Come on, bro.
Wow. Whoa. Yeah,
Somebody hasn't watched.
can't wait to see what the party.
they have a name and brand problem. That's just the way it is.
No, that's
I
true.
feel like,
but
I feel like he's
but the
one
guy
to
who
know.
had like Pepsi commercials isn't one of them. Stipe had commercials.
They got nothing.
Yeah.
You don't remember? He won the title the same time that
Who did he beat?
same time the Cavs won the title. Alistair Overeem. He won the title the same time the Cavs won the title. So he was at the Cavs parade because there was like the first champion from Cleveland, which I think Buster Douglas from Cleveland, isn't he?
Oh.
I think isn't Buster Douglas from Cleveland? I don't know. Buster Douglas never existed anyway, so
Wow.
never heard of her.
Ruined my Tyson.
Ruined my life.
All right.
That's what you're going
July 6th is the next big UFC that I want to have a party for. John Jones versus Thiago Santos.
Did you get the hookup for tickets? You had the owner in the building and you did not.
He's
get
the president, not the owner.
Whatever.
Yeah, we don't use those terms anymore. Draymond.
Splitting hairs.
Amanda
Well,
Nunes
not on
versus
him.
Holly Holm. This is gonna be
That's gonna be.
This is gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be good.
Amanda Nunes is gonna kick her behind.
I think so. I think so.
Let me tell you something.
Listen, Nunes is
Holly's a tough chick, and
She's a tough chick.
and not just that, but because of her boxing background, she's really good at creating distance and keeping distance. So it's gonna be it'll be a chess match.
That nervous.
Let me see.
Nunes like shoot. She look.
They're
She
both
walked through
5'8",
Chris
both
Cyborg.
135.
She walked to Chris Cyborg because Cyborg would stand there and slug with her. That's not what Holly Holm's
No,
gonna do.
no, she's gonna
Holly
move.
Holm will do a lot of oblique kicks, keep her at the end of it. I mean, you can either stay out there or get your leg blown out. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
So it's styles make fights, and Holly is one of those girls who's really good for girls who want to come right at her. But Amanda Nunes he's such a different level with the
I witnessed
striking.
Misha
Man.
Tate take Holly Holm down. I was there.
Holly Holm was destroying her.
I saw.
She was.
I
And
saw her
destroying her.
Misha's whole face was like
it was
gone.
it was awful.
And she had a moment.
and she just
she
caught
choked her out.
And to Holly's her credit, she never tapped. She might not have known because she was asleep.
You can't tell
The
when
ref
you're
was like,
sleeping.
"Hey, you still want to fight?" And she's like, She's like, "I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and call this."
And I was actually at the UFC. I think it was 217. Holm versus Cyborg.
I was at that one too. Oh, that's right.
I saw you.
That's right.
Wow, we
Hey,
both-
hey,
Hey, guy. For all the new watchers and listeners, we are Unnamed Sports Show. We talk about what? Wow, what?
What?
You're racist. You took it at races.
Oh no!
I've never raced a car in my life.
But
But Cyborg is a free agent now, so we don't know where she's going.
She got beat once. It was like, I'm out.
She was like, you know what? Maybe I'll check and see what's going on over there.
Maybe I'll go to
the grass
WEC. We own them too.
Apparently, I think she's still got some time left in her contract, but I mean, yeah. Listen, I will say this. Dana does say this a lot. It's well, no, she doesn't want to fight Amanda, and Cyborg's like, have you met me? Of course, I want to fight. I want to fight Nunes again, but he does that sometimes. I'm not gonna besmirch the man that was probably literally sitting in this seat.
It was literally that seat.
That's great. That's fun. But
did you watch that interview?
I absolutely did.
Really good interview.
It was a really good interview.
If you guys missed it, you can check the replay out on Guerilla Cross. Download the app. We actually got some good video footage
Some
of that
real
too,
good stuff too. When he was talking about the sale and the inner workings of how that went, and that was good stuff, man. I was proud. I was proud.
Proud moment.
Good for the station, and shout out to Alan Snell for LVSportsBiz.com. Really, it's 4 podcast series. He has some dope people on, and really good interviewer too, man.
Yeah, I haven't watched the other one yet.
He had
last night. Yeah, the COO.
Yeah, so Epstein was in here, who owns the building. I'm like, can you fix my AC?
I coached his children. Good time.
In the confessional.
In basketball.
Thank you for that. I'm a
basketball coach.
These times, you got to be clear, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying it for me.
Stay with me.
I'm not saying for me. I'm saying this for your protection. I want you to keep going.
But yeah, if you guys missed that Dana White interview, make sure you go check that out. Make sure you check out the Dana White interview. It's on the Guerilla Cross app. It's on the Facebook feed. It will be on GorillaCross.com if it's not already. So, really dope interview, man. I mean, there was nuggets everywhere.
You coach his kids, and how old are they?
High school.
Oh, they're high school?
Yeah. Well, no, they're Joe just graduated.
Jake goes to USC now.
Jake goes to USC.
But he's here for the summer upstairs, so go say hi to him before you leave.
That's what's up.
I'll definitely go say hi.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
Jake is all-time
State Farm agent.
He's all-time leading scorer division.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Yeah, for this division
never heard
in
that.
basketball.
You sound hideous.
In college or
no, high school?
In high school?
Yeah. I forget what division we were, but
that's what he needs to be COO of UFC and have a kid who can ball. That's great.
No, Jake.
That's what he needs. That's what he needs. The perfect family and be rich. Great.
Jake was definitely a problem.
That's good. That's what's up.
Yeah. All right, check us Monday. I'm not sure what time we're going to be on, because we might be doing an event at 4, so we might be on early, like noon, possibly. Or we might just wait till the draft show, because there might not be a lot to talk about on Monday. I'm not talking about baseball. Well, we do have
soccer,
women's world football, women's World Cup football.
American swine.
What a jerk.
Disrespectful.
Respect the game, Josh.
What was the score?
13-0.
13-9.